I mean,
Just fucking show it.
The
It's
last
live.
long series we did was Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Oh,
That's
it's
a game
thing, yeah.
for 40-year-old teenagers if I ever saw one. Now,
This is
what's
a game for
this?
60-year-old teenagers, dude.
When did
Oh, yeah.
Yars come out?
It says it's...
Late 70s, dude.
Wait, fuck, this came out? When did this release?
This came out today.
Today.
Huh.
I was gonna say a friend of mine is doing a cosplay for this, and I'd never heard of it. So
Yeah, I have no idea what this is.
Okay,
Yeah,
so...
Yars Revenge is in 1982. To be cognizant of it, when it was new, you have to be a Gen Xer.
Okay,
Jesus.
I gotta dig this up. I gotta dig this out of the Internet Archive. More accurately, the Talking Tom.
What was the other option?
The baby game for babies was, of course, Rugrats.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad we went with Yars.
Rugrats is fine by me.
that one's going to be free in a couple of days.
On the PC thing.
That didn't work.
Yeah, the game store.
Forget the Facebook links to do stupid.
Yes.
Thing I have a Facebook.
Facebook is dead.
Let me see.
Oh, that keeps reminding me. Krobes, you don't have to say it out loud, but do you have a Blue Sky?
I do have a Blue Sky, but I'm just never logged into it.
Fair enough.
I am at the
It's like,
point where I'm... Sorry, go on. Crumbs.
I'm mutuals with the guy who made Power Up Comics on Blue Sky.
Okay.
Good enough. I am at the point
So I
where
don't
I'm
remember Yars
actively-
Revenge having a plot.
I'm
No,
at the point where
I
I'm
don't believe
actively
it did.
trying to avoid being on Twitter. So I am. So I now post. Twitter is where I just add like response to things that I see on Twitter, and my terrible advertisements. Everything else is Blue Sky.
Yeah, I've been trying to
It
get...
turns out
like,
it's not much.
The reason I ask it, particularly I ask Krobes, is because I've been reaching the point where I'm kind of going over my Twitter list and seeing who's worthy of the lifeboat to make sure they're on Blue Sky.
What a way to describe that.
I mean, like, I'm really reaching the point with Twitter that I'm just going to just outright destroy the
I
account.
do want it to go away.
Yes. I can't figure out if I'm more likely to do that before or after the election.
I'm doing it before the election because
Probably the
fuck
right
that.
choice. I feel like my being on Twitter is at this point a public service and also one that physically hurts Twitter. Everything I do on Twitter is with the goal of destroying Twitter. So that's how I justify still being on it.
You don't need to be on Twitter for Twitter to destroy itself.
No. But I am doing what I can to hasten it. I
Fair
am
enough.
dragging the worst advertisements into the searing sunlight. I have a plugin on my browser that blocks 1,000 blue ticks a day. Certain tweets, when I click on them, it will try like 8 times in a row to load replies and then just give up.
So I'm going to bring up the.
I am
I'm
making
looking at
Twitter
this video
worse.
Game. I'm looking at this video game and I want to stop thinking about Twitter. So I'm looking at this video game. One, Yars Revenge wasn't a platformer.
Yeah, this is like a Metroidvania that like they just called Yars Revenge.
Or Yars Rising in this case.
Fair enough.
It's just a really strange license to dig up and then produce something largely unrelated for.
I'm of two minds about this sort of thing. Do any of you remember the Yars Revenge reboot that was like Xbox 360 era?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
More of a
writing
space
about
grab
it.
kind of guy.
I remember writing about it for the box art thread, and I just said, what if instead of a bug, she was a hot lady with boobs?
Guess where we're at.
That's where we're at. But this does not feel as exploitative. Like, okay, she's wearing a shirt that shows her belly button. That's not like, that's not
I will say.
oh man, how sexy. That's normal. I have been in a mall in the past 6 months.
Why can Metroid crawl?
This is Way Forward, which, keep in mind, Way Forward in my mind, they do a very I'm never quite certain whether or not to like chastise them or compliment them on vaguely like towing the line of something you can play whether your mom's in the room.
The word you're looking for is plausibly deniably horny.
Yes, because there is definitely because like if you tell me there winds up being like some part of this game where for some reason Yar has to wear like a belly dancer outfit, I will not blink.
That's just Shantae.
Well, which is also way forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why I would half expect it.
I remember, like, there was a conversation in the Discord ages and ages ago. Kanisi, I think, was like, well, I'm just sort of waiting for, like, the way forward guy to, like, get him a Me Too'd. And I was like, okay, there's like a difference between horny and sex criminal. That's an important difference, I think. And turns out I don't believe he's ever had anybody even suggest anything about him like that. He's just horny.
I'm gonna eat a burrito.
Eat that burrito.
Burrito.
Oh, there's Yars Revenge. Now we're Yars Revenging.
Well, our main character is the hacker handle Yar, so I presume anytime there'll be hacking mini games, Yar will appear. Kind of like Pac-Man and
Yar.
Hackers. Or Cookie Monster.
Yar, 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 yar.
But like, I don't know. I feel like you can make. I feel like turning a game into a Metroidvania is one of the more forgivable. We have this license. What the fuck are we gonna do if it sins? If somebody somehow got the rights to say Vector Man and made a Metroidvania, I'd be like, hell yeah. Wouldn't even bother me.
I will continue to think about the PS2 Vector Man that got canceled.
So will I for the rest of my life.
Made by the developers who would later make Full Auto. Everyone remembers Full Auto, right?
No.
Totally.
PS3, not PS3, 360 launch game, then a PS3 launch game sequel, then never spoken of again.
As one does.
I would never
one
speak of it again.
does.
Who joined?
Kathness. Hello, Kathness.
Good day.
So are
welcome to
the
Yar.
mana plans still on hold, or has that actually been
There's
canceled?
reasons for why that's being put on hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mana is
Good
taking
reason.
a week off while we play some Yar. Yar!
Yar, 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 yar.
Mana
now I'm
will
just gonna have
return next
"You
week.
Are a Pirate" stuck in my head for the rest of the week. Thanks.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free.
You are a pirate.
Haha, now I know your Manchurian
Yar, har,
activation code.
Well, the other option is baking a cake, bake a pretty cake.
That one is forever like corrupted in my brain because I heard the Little John remix of it before I heard the actual version.
Oh no!
It's great. I'm gonna link it.
And I'm gonna be honest, I usually come out with the song lyrics, but on most of these calls, no matter what it is, Fanboy's gonna beat me to it. It's like I can do trivia, just not on command.
So I'm going to say, just as a statement, that it feels like we're at the beginning of a Metroid game before you get anything. And I think it's
Been here for a minute though.
I was gonna say, I
Like,
feel like it's
there's-
already gone on 5 minutes too long.
There's a lot of build up here.
Oh, good. We have to be stealthy.
What did you just post? Is it the pirate song? Of course it is. Oh, cooking by the book. Nice. Nice.
Break it down, bitch. I'll let me see the back that up.
Gotta have it made.
Lazy Town is a fantastic show.
I've never watched it.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
I
that's
think I've watched it, but I remember it more for
I mean,
like
the meme
10
worthy
years
of-
after it aired, it turned into a meme.
I mean, Lazy Town was the show that was responsible for Mega Man X5, right?
I'm gonna be real with you. Lazy Town was a meme in the mid-aughts internet. It never stopped being a meme.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
We are number one. I have never watched the show, but I have seen that music video many times.
So apparently it started in 2002. I didn't realize how old it was. Holy
It's a
crap.
long fucking time.
And it went until 2014.
Really?
I just peeled a sticker off of a cardboard box.
Good job.
Living the dream.
The
What was those?
Because I wanted to keep the box, but it has like the sticker is like, you know, from the mail, so it has like my home address on it.
So the guy
Bob, I
that,
think you're going to have to come to peace with the robot seeing you.
No, it turns out there's a hiding spot.
the guy who played the bad guy in Lazy Town,
Yeah, R.I.P. Robbie Rotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sad face.
Indeed.
I couldn't remember which one it was.
But the woman from Lazy Town, I think she was like in one of the Resident Evils. Was she the original Claire? She was married to somebody from Capcom, if memory serves.
I have no idea.
I don't think it's Allison Court, but it might be. I don't know. Because like that's who you're thinking of when you start talking about X5. Like I can tell that's what you're getting at. I don't
Okay.
recall those being the same person.
I thought she was the woman from Lazy Town, but she's definitely from something.
You're thinking of the big comfy couch.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh,
I
You
think
can
I
see my
got those
confusion.
conflated in my mind at some point too.
Yeah, Allison Court was in the big comfy couch. She
That's
was also the first voice of Claire Redfield and a localizer on Mega Man X5, who is the reason that all of the Mavericks in that one are named after Guns N' Roses members.
Which is delightfully insane.
That's extremely cool. Like, if you don't like that, fuck you. We're not friends anymore.
Oh, there's so many arguments about whether to call it Tidal Whale or Duff McWhalen.
Duff McWhalen is undefeated. I am sorry.
Yeah, like
Tidal
what are
Whale
you
tells
doing?
you nothing. Duff
Oh, it's a
McWhalen.
whale. It's in the ocean. No shit, Sherlock. Where else would whales be?
falling from the sky with a bowl of petunias, clearly.
Oh,
There's
I
some
got it.
literary references.
I got it. I saw that movie, and referring to it by the movie is what will make like exactly one viewer of the stream hate me. This
I also cringed, okay?
this video, when you post the VOD, will get exactly 47 views, and one of them will be like, "Oh, I fucking hate that beat guy with his stupid voice."
I like the radio drama. I like the book. I like the movie.
I mean, you really can't go wrong.
That's a pretty good movie.
What about the BBC TV adaptation?
You know, I've never actually seen
Yeah, it's
that.
got ups and downs. I would. I have much venom in my heart for the text adventure, but that was kind of the point. That was a text adventure that was like someone saw the kinds of things that Sierra Games did because like they were addle-headed or like didn't think or thought only in terms of difficulty and said, no, I want to make the user suffer. And
So have you gotten to like your first power up yet, or are you
No, but
still
I've
just?
played some Yar.
That's kind of barely Yar.
This is like Space Invaders. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like that was my thought. This looks like
Yars
Space
Revenge
Invaders,
kind of looks like Space Invaders if you don't know it.
but it's not.
But the other thing I was going to say
I don't know
was
it.
my favorite awful thing
Oh yeah.
that text adventure does is that at endgame, there's a handful of stupid ass items that you might or might not have picked up. And Marvin asks you to help him repair something. And the game checks your inventory. He asks for 2 random items. The game checks your inventory, and if you're missing one of those handful of items, he will it specifically makes sure he will ask for it.
Oh, that's so mean. I can't not love it at least a little bit.
Oh God, guys, we're going full magical girl.
Uh,
I mean, that shouldn't have surprised you.
I'm unsurprised by
Okay,
this.
no, wait, we only went half magical girl.
Magical girl.
Zarlon shot. We didn't go magical girl at all. We're the exact same girl.
Maybe that girl was magical.
I guess.
All right, we
I'm
finally
just saying
got
she's
the
not
offensive
respecting the
move.
tropes.
I mean, she did have a
Noted.
transformation sequence. It just wasn't much of a transformation.
Yeah, she transformed into herself.
You
But
can
with a
pew
wrist
pew
tattoo.
rainbows now.
Yeah, now it feels like we're past the tutorial stage.
Are you though?
Well, no, of course we're not.
You
But
ever be?
Did you learn a single goddamn thing?
walking,
I think we learned.
you go from left
I
to
think
right.
we learned that the real magical girl was the friends we made along the way.
No, we do like a
And
hacking
that's
thing
most
sometimes.
magical girls.
I'm a magical girl, damn it.
Like
You could be.
small precure.
I don't know where I was going with that. Please disregard.
I feel
No,
like
could be.
I feel like the ultimate magical girl would be like the one that does the transformation sequence and gets like the outfit or whatever, but also gets a baseball bat, and then she
So-
just beats whoever she's up against to death.
You're
Like
just thinking
Sailor
Bad
Moon,
Girl
but
from
with
No
a
More
bat.
Heroes.
I
That
am
sounds
literally
like a
thinking of Bad
fucking
Girl
epic
from No More
hit.
Heroes. Yes.
Huh. Sounds like some kind of physiological augment. Wasn't sure. I thought about getting a body.
I like that apparently this takes place in a universe where, like, turn your hand into a gun is something that's available on the dark web.
I mean, if you're sufficiently committed, it's available on this universe as well.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
If you're willing to commit to the bid.
Like if you're a big enough Evil Dead fan, many things are possible.
Oh, are like
So-
the little hanging exit signs like Castlevania
Candles,
candles.
evidently.
That's beautiful.
I've got Castlevania.
I've been playing Order of Ecclesia. I don't know how you fucking
Yeah,
pronounce
that's fine.
it. That one.
Order of
it's
Excelsior!
It's good. It's probably better than Portrait of Ruin, because I was playing Portrait of Ruin until I got to like the boss where to get the good ending you have to cast the spell that takes forever while getting just absolutely wrecked by two vampire brides, and that's annoying. So I switched to Ecclesia, and I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a good game.
Yeah, no, I will say that, I mean, I know there are various fights over it, but Ecclesia definitely is my second favorite game on that collection. Sure.
Bob's a sucker for the original Haunted Castle.
Damn.
It means Portrait is my least favorite.
I mean, they're all pretty good.
Oh yeah,
I
no, I
think-
would, any of them I'd play without a question.
Yeah, like I wouldn't call any of them a bad game. I would definitely say that Portrait's probably, the not best, and I like Dawn of Sorrow a lot, but I don't know. I feel like being like, oh, you remember in the game prior to this one where you could get like an enemy soul, and you get literally every enemy soul in the game. Well, now you can get every enemy soul in the game 9 times. That was excessive. You don't need that.
It was a weird choice, but I do appreciate both of the Soma games for the fact that that every enemy does have a soul, which
Yeah,
means
no,
that
that's really cool.
there's never a bad reason to kill something.
Yeah.
What is this? Nibble?
Hmm?
Okay.
A nibble is half a bite.
That was weird.
That's the joke.
So terrible.
Oh.
That's all programmer humor.
That it
But it's
is.
actually it is actually the term. It's just you don't have a lot of cause nowadays to worry about what half a bite is.
Yeah, no, you're
Nerd.
giving me flashbacks, but yeah, I have heard that said before. I've heard "Hello World" more often.
Because
I mean, that's
absolutely
just what you
no-
write when you don't know how to write. Like, oh, there's a new language. What do I do with it? Write "Hello World," idiot.
Greetings.
Literally the start of every textbook I ever saw. Or every example in a textbook, so.
Well,
Yeah.
Because that's what the literal...
Because they
Why do
didn't
I
know
know
what to
this?
say anyway.
I shouldn't know this.
More like hell no, world.
I've never done anything in IT at all. Why do I know this?
Learning is fun.
Actually, learning sucks.
Learning is for nerds.
Got all sorts of opinions
Speaking of
here.
nerds, and because absolutely nobody asked, I'm currently weaving in the ends for the purple squares so that I can put them all together.
Oh, nice.
Because I finished those squares last night.
Good job.
Started the pink ones today.
But look at this crazy nonsense.
It is hilarious that like they refer to what she got as a biohack, when in most cases biohack just means, hey, did you know if you stay up all night 3 nights in a row, you can absolutely fuck up your sleeping rhythm?
Look,
Why is
what's important is we've got some sort of crazy Mega Man Battle Network nonsense here, and I'm into it.
That is pretty cool.
Why is it Tetris?
Why wouldn't it be Tetris?
That's how all shapes are used.
Well, speaking of squares. You're welcome.
Oh, okay. Guess I have to. I can't shoot those guys.
Shoot them! Shoot them!
I guess I still have to be stealthy.
I'm stealthy.
All I can think of is this ancient joke we had with Smiler when he was playing fucking, I want to say Heroes of Might and Magic or some shit. And like he just ran up behind enemies and started screaming, "Stealth! Stealth! Stealth!" as he beat them to death.
I feel like that's the ideal way to play a stealth game.
It really is.
I'm stealthy. I feel like that was from something and I can't remember what.
Something stealthy, obviously.
I believe the Hitman games are designed so that like just running through a room shouting stealth at the top of your lungs is a viable strategy.
Should look into that.
This robot isn't even shooting at anything. Fucking
I got
dumbass robot. I hate this robot.
Won't you please come visit me, dog?
Oh, I shot myself again. Really gotta look into that.
Sent to tragic castles where I reside. Sorry,
You
I'm
need to
thinking
work
about
on
the world.
Gogglebob's reaction
As am
time.
I.
I sometimes forget how quickly things move.
Roll me, homie. My hips all bony. I'm getting old and I'm getting lonely.
Oh, Gogglebob, I can't believe you fucked it up that badly.
I mean, again, I didn't shoot myself in the butt twice, so.
In a row.
Oh, I can believe you fucked up that badly. Got it.
Yes.
So I should believe.
I believe I... Sorry.
All right, so her name is Emmy. But every time I read it, all I can think of is the Sex Pistols song, EMI.
I feel
this
like we've had this discussion before.
I was
We
gonna say,
have,
is this a
because
Metroid reference?
That was also the name of the bad guys in Metroid Dread.
Well, there we go.
So yes, time it seems is a flat circle.
Those robots
with
remind me of the things in, oh my god, what's it called? Portal?
Oh. Okay, yeah, I can see it. The turrets.
Turrets, yeah. That's it.
Damn it. Alright.
Did
Gotta.
you shoot yourself in the butt
I
again?
did.
What if you didn't suck shit at this?
I mean, like, it's just kind of
What
weird.
if?
Like, I expect it to come from the other side of the screen, and I get confused, okay?
Stop sucking shit.
You gotta look both ways, Gogglebop.
Just not good at that.
Both
Maybe
ways
you should have
before
played
you
the baby game
shoot.
for babies.
Okay, so lasers do turn off. That's nice.
Wonder how much Mark Mothersbaugh would have been on the soundtrack.
Good Lord, what have we done now? Oh,
Beautiful.
I mean, I still have the tab open with Monster Rap from a few weeks ago, so I need to stop clicking every link that.
That's the most anyone has ever paid attention to Monster Rap.
Not me, baby.
Right? The whole thing.
I feel like these soft stealth statements should end soon because they don't
Beautiful
feel
wind,
tense or anything. They're just kind of
sweet
annoying.
romantic place. Beautiful people everywhere. The way they show they care makes me want to say it's beautiful.
So it might just be initial impressions here, but so far this game is vaguely boring. Like, it isn't bad, but
you.
it's got a kind of a weird little
It's
cycle.
fighting an uphill battle with interest.
Kinda, yes.
Into it.
Call an audible.
I mean,
Play a Rugrats game, but not the one that just came out.
Just stop shooting yourself in the ass, at least.
I
The world
avoided
must
it
be
this time.
The world must be subjected to hideous 3D PS1 interpretations of Klasky Chupo babies.
God. You know, Klasky Chupo already produces horrible abominations. Like, once you factor in the PlayStation of it all, just things get bad.
It's all Arlene Klasky and Gabor Chupo's fault.
Gobbler.
Gabor.
I got a Reptar pin from the convention.
That sounds fun.
Good job.
Apparently, I'm a pin collector now. I didn't really think that was a thing I did.
Too late.
These things
It's
just
already
happen
happened.
sometimes.
Now you have to
Right?
go to Disney World 7,000 times or something like that.
Oh, hell no.
God. Why are
Hello,
you
my
trying to make-
baby. Hello,
Why
my
are you
honey.
trying to make
Hello,
me
my
sad?
ragtime gal.
Uncle Bob? I don't feel like I deserve this.
Send me a kiss by what? Baby, my heart's on fire.
Remember the last
if
time I was
you
at-
refuse me, honey, you'll lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own.
Now I just have this mental image of Fanboy as an animated frog, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's fair.
Like, I've never heard that song in any other context, so...
That's for the best because
Oh,
it turns out that it has
wow.
racist origins.
Oh, good lord.
Like almost all songs.
They were
Yeah.
they thankfully, like, the parts they play in the Michigan J Frog One Froggy Evening Short are all cutting around like the attempted racism. So good job on
Attempted or-
Michigan J Frog not being racist.
The chorus is just the N-word over and over again for some reason.
Oh my god.
It's not. It's the verses around it are spoken or were originally written as like I dialect. This is what black people talk like, according
Oh,
to
wonderful.
a racist white man in 1907.
Oh.
Cool. I didn't know there was more to the song, and I could have lived without knowing it, but thank you.
We all
You
learned
must
things
acknowledge
today.
the hatred of the past.
Yeah.
I mean, did that new, the new ride open yet that was supposed to replace the... What the hell was
Oh yeah,
it?
the Princess and the
Splash Mountain?
Frog, Splash Mountain.
Yeah. Splash Mountain.
They've been threatening that for longer than the Florida man, can say.
No, but I know they did actually close Splash Mountain
Huh.
Yeah, no,
a couple years ago now.
Huh.
I swear I've
no
seen
idea.
like images of what it's going to be Like they had the animatronics ready in some capacity if they weren't installed.
I feel like it was also hey, it's COVID. We're gonna
Yeah, we
shut
got
this
some
down
time here.
anyway.
Yeah, like it's not
Now's
like
the
we're doing
time to
anything.
finally be racist here.
Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Oh, from Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, Princess
okay.
and the Rock.
All right. I mean, definitely a better thing to put there.
Oh, apparently that just happened in June. They just opened the.
Your phone's picking up
That's
some
cool.
little augment in-
I avoid going to Disney World at all costs. I haven't been there in years
I
now.
don't know if you really need those.
Yeah,
I've never-
open
I'm
June.
sure I'll get dragged out there for
Maybe you
something
can use it on the
sometime,
fly.
and I'll look at it and
I
be like,
just
oh,
newly
okay,
into your navigator.
I guess, whatever.
It was announced in June of 2020.
Look there, sweet
Now it's our
Tom.
chance.
Apparently, development supposedly began in 2019.
Development.
I
Wow.
love developing things. How come your new power is a sparkler?
I was about to say this new power is not very exciting. Like it's very much open door power.
That's just a key. We don't call that a power. It's a key.
Yeah, pretty much. Or doorknob even.
Oh, hey, I can see my apartment from here. Time to find out what you're hiding.
Let's find out what's behind this door we couldn't open before.
My sister's being really loud on her own phone call, so if you hear her, I am so sorry.
It's fine. Discord is very good at like avoiding background noise, so we're not hearing shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt.
Are you trying to bait me, or
I just assume that anytime somebody's on the phone, the conversation they're having is the opening of Baby Got Back.
why?
It is a
I'm not.
reasonable assumption, I believe.
I'm not rising to your bait.
So Sunday I was at a friend's house and their kid was playing Minecraft on the TV, and
As
at one
children
point
are
the
done
kid
to do.
just yells out, "Oh my god!" And I don't really know what the context was because I immediately said, "Becky, look at her butt," and the parents lost their shit. And the kid was like, "I don't get it. It's fine. It's for the best."
It was probably the kid's age when that song was popular.
I don't even think you were born yet when the song
You were
was
probably not born.
I know it showed
original
up in a
version.
couple of cartoon movies.
Sure, but
Oh,
One.
it does.
But by the
yeah,
time it was in a
initial
cartoon
first-
movie, it had already run its course.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Master of door hacking.
Baby Got Back is from 1992.
Right.
Well, I'm surprised it isn't from the 80s, which I realize the early 90s were basically the 80s, but
yeah.
Yes.
I honestly would have put it. If you told me 89, I definitely would have believed it.
I mean, between Baby Got Back and Electric Avenue, what year is it?
Go down to Electric Avenue.
Okay, so the only reason I will ever
Okay,
remember.
so Doggerbob, I have to ask, and I don't think I will like the answer. Emmy here constantly is snarking at the top of the screen, just talking to herself. Are those lines voiced?
I think so, but it's like I've heard some of these lines. I think, but I'm not certain it's all of them.
I want it out.
Emmy definitely does have a lot to say, though.
He's talking to nobody about nothing.
Well, I mean, she's got to be on the comms with these other hackers we've seen pop up in the dialogue boxes, right?
Yeah, but like they're not even talking to her.
I like the idea that this is kind of like a group chat where she's the one saying the most.
That is kind of clever, I suppose.
So does that make Emmy beat in this case?
I don't actually post the most in the group chats.
I no, but I meant talking on the stream.
Oh, yes, in that case, yes.
Same time, it's just me.
I would talk more, but now I'm currently just distracted by another VTuber. Just
You're cheating on Gogglebot?
what?
Who would?
I really gotta get my VTuber rig up and running. You know how it is.
You guys.
Yeah. Just gotta pay some people for the rigging.
It's like I'd be able to design one, but I wouldn't be able to rig one. Is the thing.
we actually, Megs did design one for me and beat both at one point. I think it reappeared during the stream where I killed the Bruce Wayne's parents.
Yeah.
Yes. Sounds accurate. Have memory of this.
You said a bad word, Gogglebob.
Bruce Wayne?
No, Emmy. I'm the only person paying attention to the lore. The lore, Gogglebob.
I'm having a bad eyeball day, so like I see that there's text on the screen, but I can't actually read it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
But in many ways, you might actually be lucky because it's all bad.
Like bad how though? Like terrible dad joke or
No, just
not funny?
how to put this. It's
Blech. That's scary.
it's just not very funny for the most part, but also like it's got that like hack comedy writer problem where they're like, well, okay, if I write 5 million lines, eventually one of them will probably be a little bit funny, right?
Throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mana.
I don't think she said, well, that happened yet, but it's like a ticking countdown.
I mean,
to when
that
she
was my
says, well,
major
that
problem with
happened.
Hi-Fi Rush. I felt like it was very much, as the kids say, trying too hard.
I liked Hi-Fi Rush until like I got to the actual plot and was like, oh, fuck you, bitch. I did not hate it. It was a pretty good.
Wait, what about the actual plot made you say "fuck you"?
The entire time, I was a guy who wants to be a rock and roll guy, famously the Music of Rebellion, basically fucking up an evil corporation. And then, like at the 11th, not even the 11th, like at the 2/3 mark, it turns out actually this corporation used to be the best corporation.
Yes, I do agree that I did find that a little bit annoying.
Yeah, and it was like,
Bring back everything being cool.
yeah, like you were doing awesome until a minute ago, and now I'm restoring the actual good CEO. Fuck you. Let me just have the fantasy of burning Walt Disney World to the ground. Let me fucking have this.
I was a game like that already.
But yeah, so
Sorry, what?
I definitely agree.
But that was really the only thing that bothered me about it. I thought the like rhythm game / character action game conceit was pretty cool. I thought like the little like summoning all your duties to go and do stuff was fun. I thought it was like, a very neat video game. It wasn't like my game of the year or anything, but it was pretty cool.
Neat is how I would describe it. Like it definitely like was a solid. I would describe it as just almost the unheard of like B-level video game of nowadays, where it's like not some insane giant spectacle, but by the same token, it's just kind of like, it's just decent.
It was a game that had a goal and achieved it, and that's worth a lot, I'd say. And then Microsoft literally just ripped apart the team that made it and sold them for scrap after they were like, game of the year winner, and like everybody loved them, and I was like, well, like that sucks.
And they
Don't worry, another developer bought them, and now they're a Hi-Fi Rush pooping factory.
I was about to say that the other developer that bought them, like, is best known for like a series of random cell phone games.
Oh, the other thing is that the thing that they said when they bought them was like, yes, we will put them to work on exploiting the Hi-Fi Rush IP that we also purchased.
Oh God. Did they have to say exploiting? That sounds so dirty.
That's investor speak, baby.
Oh Lordy. Oh no, she got the.
Is it nerdy to know what Control Z does?
No. Maybe.
Technically.
Was that part
I
of the
don't
text?
actually know off the top of my head.
What did it actually say?
Undo.
She said
Oh,
undo
yeah,
Control
okay.
Z.
Yeah, okay, undo. I use Control Z all the time. It's just I have it
You
so
stop thinking about it.
memorized. I just
Yeah,
have it so
it's
memorized.
muscle
I no
memory,
longer
it's
think
not
of it
brain
as
memory.
undoing. Control X, I Control V, I control all the things. I Alt ESV.
Ooh.
No, you don't.
I do.
Nah.
Nah, paste special values is very valuable for Excel haters like myself.
You're a special value.
Fuck you.
Harsh.
I apologize, fanboy. I don't actually. I was being mean when I said that, and I instantly regretted it. Now, if I was saying it to Gogglebob, that would be different.
Okay, I'm back. I just have to take care of laundry stuff
Oh,
before
I should do that. I have to
before-
pack for a trip. Speaking of which, I will be absent for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, where are you
Where the
going?
fuck
Well-
are you going? Oh, yeah.
Where
Going
the
to
fuck are you
Norway,
going?
motherfuckers! Gonna get my
Wow.
Norway on.
That's an interesting
What's for
choice.
Norway?
My
I've
wife's
been-
always wanted to see the fjords.
I've been there for an airport. Does that count?
Yeah,
No.
it counts. No, it doesn't.
I was there on New Year's
Oh,
Day,
but-
in fact.
Oh well, then it counts.
New Year's Day.
Became a holiday.
They have Moomins in their airport.
Oh,
Very cool.
I just had to handle my laundry because, like, you know, there's like this storm, and I don't want to, like, what happened last time.
Did never have
Just
electricity
running out
again.
No fun step spring.
Do I talk
Billy
about another
Mag
shitty
says,
VTuber's
"Happy
drama?
Forest, you're
Or...
growing so fast."
Even worse is better than toddlers. Take that, toddlers.
I mean, that's a bar.
Do I talk about another shitty VTuber's drama?
Yes.
Billy
Let
Mag says,
us relish in
yesterday,
shitty VTuber
"You were
drama.
2 inches tall and eating apple slices."
Are we talking about My Little Pony again?
No. Mags is posting. in
I
the-
am kidding.
the chat. Oh my god. Well, like, I don't have a visual for what you were playing 2 days ago, so you could tell me that was the case, and I would believe it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't actually see the game. It was vaguely adorable.
To say.
Vaguely, like Chibi Robo adorable.
Yeah, it
is
was
about
actually-
a small robot.
It was actually a small robot. Yeah. So,
I like Chibi Robo's design more than Astrobot. But...
I mean, I maintain that Astrobot has big, like, I'm here to help you write your resume energy.
Yeah, he does.
yeah,
like
he could
Clippy?
be a Clippy.
Like Clippy, yeah.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure there were variants of Clippy that were just Astrobot.
He might be
Well,
Bonty Buddy.
I know because I was on the road, you might not have heard me, but I was trying to ask something about if Clippy was involved because something that y'all were saying made it sound like there was Clippy.
There was big Clippy energy.
Yeah.
Big.
Clippy the big
Clippy.
red dog. Magic. to say.
Okay, shitty VTuber drama with another VTuber with a shitty name that I don't even really want to say because it'll make me cringe saying it.
Don't
Say it.
Then you're free.
It's like a Neko or something.
Okay, please don't have said that.
I don't
My
I-
point exactly.
like every time I learn about VTubers, like on their face, there's no reason to dislike VTubers. They're VTubers, you know? Who cares?
But
And then, like, I find out about VTuber drama and which VTubers are beefing, and I'm like, oh, there's no way I can follow this shit.
Have you ever noticed how streamers work?
Okay.
I
so
still
this
think
one-
about how that one streamer showed up at Boogie's house, and Boogie responded by coming out with a gun.
Okay, so this one, like, she's an artist. She talks like about like drawing a lot. Like she, like, I don't know, but
As
people
artists do.
were like getting mad at her because she used like AI generated music in her game.
Reason.
Don't do that.
Don't
Yeah,
do that.
Yeah, and she tried to defend it, and it's like
Don't
come
do
on,
that.
like come on, you're an artist. You should know how bad this is.
Meg's
GarageBand is free.
Nico try not to send Wojaks in response to valid criticism. Impossible.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Mags is so fucking funny. Every time she's in chat.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, her name is Neko Uwu or Oo.
Yeah. Something like
You're not
that.
surprised
That's a
by that.
terrible name.
Yeah. And I was like, sometimes she would like redesign like has-been hotel characters or something, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I think they look like dog shit, so I like seeing whenever people redesign them.
They do look like dog shit. They look awful.
I will say, Has-Been Hotel is like, I don't know how to put this. It's like, I am amazed at how much it is something that I would want to see, and just every individual piece of it is like wrong. like it's kind of like finding out like somebody bought you a free sandwich, but the sandwich is like made out of like, I'm trying to think of the worst possible combination of ingredients here, but
I
I'm
know,
just gonna
shrimp
say,
and
like,
peanut
every
butter?
individual
There
component
you
you're allergic to.
Yeah, there you
violently.
go.
And so you can't even like pick them out because the bread itself would give you hives.
Yeah, and it's like, oh no, well, I guess I was hungry, but I guess I wasn't that hungry. Because I mean, it is
Peanut butter.
because Has-Been Hotel's got such gigantic theater kid energy, but it is like theater kid, but without anybody having actually told them, maybe don't go with your first impulse on literally everything.
To me, it is, and apparently this is essentially what it actually is. It is the immediate result of what happens when you actually make the cartoon out of all the OCs you posted to Tumblr.
Yeah, no, that's about right.
Yeah. Honestly, like some of the older designs for some of the characters were way better.
Doesn't surprise me.
And
I mean, it surprises me a little bit.
Like
But-
original Sonic as opposed to the first movie.
No, opposite of that.
you're like,
It's like,
what's the word I'm
It's
looking
like,
for?
it feels-
Concept art.
yeah, like yeah, it feels like in the concept art, and then like as it progressed, it feels like the characters became flanderized versions of themselves.
Which is crazy because there's not even a show for them to be flanderized in over the course of 18 seasons.
I mean, they made the one cat that was fat skinny. Why did they make the big cat smaller? I am not a
I
crackpot.
don't understand flanderized in this context.
You for granted.
Flanderized is usually a term that is used to describe basically what happened to Ned Flanders in The Simpsons, which is like in the beginning he was like vaguely religious, but otherwise was just basically the better neighbor next door to The Simpsons. But then as episodes went on, they pumped up like the, so to speak, what's the word I'm looking for? The individual
howdy-doody.
traits. Yeah, and he just became basically a completely different character that is entirely based on the concept of like he is as nice as possible and whatever.
His most memorable lines became all he was, and that's not nuanced.
Howdily hodily.
Howdily.
It's like, imagine you take a well-rounded, interesting character, and then you just scrape off like everything that is like just surface level.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's the
How
new
many
character.
characters in the Simpsons would you consider well-rounded?
All of them.
Well, like Ned was at
What
least a
happened-
person. Now
What
he's
happened
just
with Flanders was the logical endpoint of starting with a character who didn't actually have much going on, but had the implications of other things going on, and sanding them down to make them fit stories until you'd run out of things for them to do, but now anything else you had them do no longer makes sense.
Yeah.
No, that sounds like I'm dying. I don't...
No better say.
Like they wrote the story as they went along without having a predetermined ending.
Yeah, like
No. I mean, yes, by definition, it's a TV series. That's how those things work. But no, it's much more about like a character's most obvious and memorable trait becoming their only trait.
I mean, it was also
Yeah.
a case like he was rounded into the religious family man because otherwise he was just sort of a blob of like vague negative emotion Homer had.
Yeah.
And then
I
once
mean,
that happened,
Basically, he was religious and devout because the Simpsons were not. Like,
yeah,
the original concept was just basically he was the modern example of Flanders, even though this came from the 90s, would be like he's the ideal Facebook family. Like the lawn's always mowed, the kids are always well
They're the
behaved,
Joneses.
etc. Yeah, they're the Joneses.
But yeah, like the thing about it, I would say, is that like by giving him actual traits that existed outside of Homer's jealousy, that was when he became a character. But ultimately, due to the nature of comedy, you end up having to heighten every trait until you reach an endpoint of like, well, there's nothing else you can do with this character. You've run him out.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
You think it's
So did
strange?
the Flanderization happen after the Leftorium episode?
Yes. Leftorium is one of the things that was used to define him early on. It's like that's a season 2 episode that was aired in season 3.
Yeah, and the whole gist of the Leftorium episode is just that Flanders is going to succeed. Homer is wildly jealous of it. And then when he doesn't succeed, Homer is like, oh, wait a minute. This doesn't make me feel good at
I
all.
thought this was funny, but this doesn't actually make me happy. It also has my one of my favorite just dumb lines is like, hey, remember when I paid you back that thing that loan I owed you? Well, now you need to do a favor for me.
I also love how the Leftorium episode had to reveal how many random characters in The Simpsons are left-handed, which was then continuity they had to carry forward for the rest of forever.
He's the left hand of Burns.
Oh, he's left-handed?
Yeah, Mr. Burns. Like a bunch of the characters in that show up in that episode are just like, oh, it turns out Moe is left-handed, Mr. Burns is left-handed. Just a random assortment of characters are left-handed. Mr. Burns had to be left-handed because there needed to be a way to say, oh, the shop, someone can save the shop by single-handedly buying basically everything. And so, like, Mr. Burns buys a fucking, like, left-handed car.
Left-handed car. I didn't even
Probably Europeans.
Actually, that would
I
make
didn't
sense.
even know that cars were built for right-handed people inherently.
I didn't know until I bought my
would
house that
suspect
there was such a thing as a left-handed house.
Jesus.
What?
I would suspect that the favoring of the left-hand driver's column in the U.S. is likely to do with left-handedness versus right-handedness.
And also to elaborate, yes, I have a house where I don't know how standard this is elsewhere, but my house, like all the doorknobs, you go immediately with your left hand, like it's there at the left hand.
It makes the most sense the way the door opens that you're starting with your left hand.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Now I'm sitting here mapping out Gogglebob's house. Oh my god.
Do you think it's strange that there's a way of how you
Left-handed house.
pretend they're not the same?
Custom build.
But yeah, what Mag said in the Twitch chat, like one of the biggest issues with Has-Been is that there genuinely is like potential in the concept, but it is just abhorrent.
Well, my
Like
number one
abhorrently executed.
my number one thing with Has-Been Hotel is that it 100% follows the standards of Broadway shows, which old Broadway shows like Les Mis. Because if you ever actually watch those, like, I defy any human being to sequentially tell me what happens in Les Miserables. Like, it is like you can read a plot summary and it makes sense, but just why are we singing about landlords now is like never explained. Like why things go in that direction. And Has-Been Hotel does that.
What happens when you pay Victor Hugo by the word and then someone has to abridge him?
Pretty much. And
I'm
Has-Been
trying
Hotel.
to delete in the chat, and I don't know how. It's not working.
Are you trying to delete Max?
I'm trying to delete that one question she had. I don't know how.
Call it a union.
Oh no, I pinned it. Oh no.
Oh no, I pinned it. Also, I don't like how much the filing cabinets that shoot at you in this game look like B-Men.
Hey, Flanders' first name is Nedward.
Wait. Wait. Okay. If I pin it, then I have the option to delete it. It's gone.
Yay.
Both of you, please forgive me tonight. That's why they call it a union. So please forgive me. I remember him turning around.
All of my quiet moments are just me thinking about something else to talk about.
All mine are me singing whatever.
My quiet moments.
I just drank.
I should do that.
No, you have to wait at least 3 years.
Note to kids at home: don't do that.
Note to kids at home: do not
Pete
drink
is not a role
underage,
model.
even though it's extremely cool and everybody will respect you for doing it.
Everyone will respect you.
It's like
Did you just open
Like, I
that
get-
door and then run the other way, Gogglebob?
Yes,
Why?
it clearly
Like, I
wanted me to go that way.
I am
Like-
so mad at you.
There's a save point. I like save points.
You please forgive me tonight.
I don't think I've actually gotten drunk because I get too scared of it.
All right,
It's like
Good.
Oh no.
Chromes, this is my very special episode mode here. As somebody who likes drinking very much, I have gotten blackout drunk once. It was the worst experience of my life. Absolutely, just never fucking again.
Yeah. Like not even regular. I've just like the slightest bit.
I think there's
You're
like a
not
point
missing anything,
in
we'll put it that way.
drunkenness where you are still fun, and that's never at the point where you're having trouble standing or walking.
Yeah.
So like, I like a good buzz, but like, I also know that there's a strong cutoff, and it's typically around, for me, I'm a big guy, around 4.
Okay, well I'm a small guy.
So probably close to 2 for you.
Yeah, don't ever feel like you have to push yourself in a drinking situation.
Yeah,
Like,
just
there's
Yeah.
there's no reward for it, and I assure you, the punishment is definitely something.
Yeah, it is. You don't even have to get to the blackout part to get to the punishment part.
Yes, exactly.
I
The
got
black
a
is just extra.
Mads turns 22 on Saturday.
Oh,
What a nerd.
Max.
Happy
Yay.
birthday.
what a nerd for having a
Happy
birthday.
birthday!
Yeah,
I'll try. Only nerds count.
Yeah, I'm just whatever years old.
nerds are aware of how long they've been around.
I'm just some
I have
age
that
to just worry
right
about it.
now.
But the weight of the world.
We were all born in the 1900s. Okay, I can say that unironically.
Born in the 1900s.
The late 1900s, even.
It's been a mystery. What makes me feel?
Okay.
Hello, Screaming Red Skull. Welcome to the party.
Who might be there when it ends? This goes out to the talks about what we loved and what we lost.
I started trying to read Ninja High School. And
Why?
it's
Don't do
dog
that.
shit.
What's when you
Learn-
say Ninja High School?
Learn
Is this
from
like
the
a
shit we
euphemism
had
for
to go
Naruto
through.
or some other shit?
No, this is literally Ninja High School. Gogglebob was talking about it for some ungodly reason and corrupted the youth.
What is
Because-
Ninja?
No, the
Chrome
youth was
started
already
it.
corrupted.
Because Crows
I
was,
found-
Crows
I
was
found
talking
a
about
page-
tomorrow.
This is like
Girl.
talking
On
about,
that
oh, I was
comic
just
art.
drinking in front of my child their entire childhood. I don't know why they ended up drinking.
Crows
I
was
found it
talking
on
about
Bad
Tomorrow
Comic
Girl.
Art.
Tomorrow Girl comes from Ninja High School, which I was
You didn't have
shocked.
to
know
say
what
that.
Ninja-
You could
Who the
have
fuck is
concealed that
Tomorrow
info.
Girl?
I was shocked that Ninja High School has survived this long, because Ninja High School, I can tell you this, Krobes, why Ninja High School existed was because we didn't have anime in America, so some jackass had to make anime in America, and he was not any good at it.
You didn't even have the dignity of looking at like a jackass making actual anime in America, like reading the Dirty Pair comics.
I was about to say, like, we could have read freaking, what is the guy who did the Dirty Pair comics?
Adam Warren.
Adam Warren, yes. Like, I still read Empowered to this day when it comes out.
Speaking of horny,
I didn't even know what Ninja High School was. I didn't know Tomorrow Girl was attached to anything, and
just
you
ass-
had to bring it up. And now it's
I just
your
assumed that
fault.
you all were talking about fucking Naruto.
no.
I think Ninja High
Someone
School
would
had,
probably said Naruto at least once during that discussion.
like...
Also,
Okay.
they posted a comic that doesn't look anything like it, but
Like there was like a like Bad Comic Art posted a page from Tomorrow Girl. Well, two or three, I don't know. And I was like, wow, this looks like dog shit. I wonder who made it.
Which, again,
then-
is why I was so surprised that anything from Ninja High School survived, because it looked like dog shit.
So side
Like especially this artist, because it's like it look like someone who knows how to draw realism is trying to do some sort of stylized anime thing, and it is not working.
Yeah, no, it was always like I'm not gonna lie to you. I would, my comic book shop in college, they had a giant Ninja High School poster, and it was signed
Jesus.
by the dude who made it. And so, like, I presume he had been there at some point. And like, even just seeing that, what was it, Ninja High School? What was the other thing that would have been from that era? God, Gold Digger.
Oh, Gold Digger, yeah.
Look up Gold Digger sometime. Which also was just like, we're still working on how
if I
anatomy
want to.
works. Gold Digger was like, I know how thighs look. How about the rest of the human being? Oh, we'll figure it out later.
we'll fix
Don't
it
worry
in
about
post.
it. We'll get there.
you'll touch the way that I feel.
What's
Like-
important is those thighs are rendered.
Jesus. But yeah, I read like the
Pete,
Comic
stop playing
Zero.
Castlevania.
What?
I said stop
When
playing
we bring-
Castlevania.
When are we
No.
bringing back when are we bringing back fucking like your vagina is haunted meme?
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, is that the same people? Is that the same?
No, I'm just thinking about like other like weird horny comics.
You are talking
I think
about
that's still-
Hera, Witch of Black Rose.
I think
Yeah.
it's still ongoing in some capacity.
It never
I'm just
fucking
saying, like, I
ended.
feel like we need to bring that panel back.
Somebody
I love
post
the
that
phrase.
for Cass being confused by a haunted vagina.
Yeah, it's even worse because it starts with the phrase "you have to get out of here." I don't know how one escapes their own vagina in that context.
Not
Well,
easy.
no, I
You gotta
think
put-
what it was
It requires
Are they
effort.
telling somebody else to get out of there?
No,
Because that would make more sense.
no, because he says you have to get out of here. Your vagina is haunted.
Oh.
I think
Are you-
if I remember, I actually read that comic, and I think what the deal was that
Why did you read that comic?
because it was funny.
I
Because
also
your
read it for
vagina
that
is
exact
haunted.
reason.
It was at a time when I was just hanging out on frickin' piracy message boards, so I had no problem
I
getting a
love
copy.
piracy message board.
I
I'd love to
also
discuss the
torrented
latest
it
updates
and
in piracy.
Reddits, and it is extremely bad.
But yes, no. But if memory serves, it was basically the ghosts in that woman's vagina were going to combine with the ghosts that were available elsewhere. So
It
that's
needs
why
to be said.
that's why the
Your
vagina
vagina
ghosts had
is-
to get
No,
out.
no, no. It needs to be said. The ghosts were so mad that they gave the dude the woman's location so that he could like tell her that her vagina was haunted. Right? He fucks it up and fails, and then the ghosts get super pissed at him for fucking it up and failing.
Damn it!
And just tell him, "We will not give you the names and addresses of the other 4." And that's just the end.
There are more?
There are more, but
many
he
haunted
is
vaginas.
stymied and completely shut down by them not giving, by these ghosts not doxing the other 4 women.
Talk block ever?
Because
That's the best I can come
like,
up with. I don't-
like if this
I
were a
don't-
Batman story, like it would just be the next panel would be Batman breaking into the like clinic and getting the medical records so he could track them down and do it himself.
I like even
Elton Man does not
carefully-
work that way.
I like
Be
even
carefully-
the suggestion that a Batman story would involve a haunted vagina.
I mean, like, I'm just saying that, like, any other story, that would be like, well, this is a roadblock that I have to work my way around.
The carefully clipped, the carefully cropped image is available in Sex 2 screenshots.
An excellent place.
I'll be right back.
I got another augment.
But yeah, Ninja High School Zero got absolutely rubbish. I think it's like I had to stop and continue so many times that I think
Every single one of those stops was your brain trying to tell you to give up and stop, to not do this again.
I mean, I cannot emphasize this enough. Ninja High School was just a stopgap for you absolutely needed anime in your life and you had absolutely nothing available.
I
It
have
is-
no concerns about quality, none at
yeah,
all.
no, this is like eating like emergency rations when your refrigerator is full. Like, there's only ever one reason you needed Ninja High School in your life, and we're well past that.
We have long since left behind the need for Ninja.
Why can't I copy this image? Holy crap.
You just really need your vagina is haunted? Ah, there we go.
I'm trying to send it to... Wow.
Well, that's
Thank you,
concerning.
Meg. I can't even with
Deeply
that.
concerning.
Eggs? Was that you? Thank you for that. Hey.
And it's really sad for me because when the vagina is haunted meme came up, it was definitely something that I already knew the comic that existed. So, like, I really envy those of you that get to see it with absolutely no context.
It's beautiful.
Like, I want it to make less sense.
Also, the follow-up image is incredible. Well done.
Right?
So, can somebody give me a count on how far we are into this game?
No,
at this
because
point?
only nerds count. Fuck you.
Damn it!
Much harder.
What,
only
like
nerds
how far you are
count.
into the game?
How many hours I've been playing this? Because this is like
About an hour
the,
and 10
1
minutes?
hour and 8
1
minutes.
hour.
And
'Cause
somehow
basically-
you still haven't gotten the second power-up.
No, I did. I just got missiles, which this is essentially a Metroid game where an hour in I just got missiles. So like
Yeah, I'm
this
feeling
is
like they may be
a
doing
leisurely
it a little
pace.
longer.
like
Can play
I
it
Lose.
for babies then.
I mean, I can switch over to the baby game.
I'm the baby, gotta love me.
I'm the baby, gotta love me, baby. I'm very cuddly.
How does this keep coming up?
It's just one of those things.
The baby, you gotta love me.
Not the
It's like a
moon.
different dinosaur-based song.
You can't tell me that you wouldn't eat war rations out of curiosity.
I mean, I have, but
I, in fact, would not.
I missed the context on that one, and I'm okay with it.
Boom, boom.
it's the only reason to read Ninja High School.
No, I'm good, thanks.
You see, that's the appropriate response to Ninja High School.
It was a night like this 40
just-
million years ago.
I just have a mild interest in bad comics.
I mean, yeah.
Like, why else do you think I hyperfixated on the boyfriend's webtoon?
I walk the dinosaur.
I mean, it's a weird thing to say that, like, I have almost more respect for modern bad comics than going back to reading old bad comics. Because I feel like I did that. Like, I definitely went through a phase in, like, the early 2000s where I deliberately read old DC and Marvel comics. And so many of those are just a complete waste of everyone's time. Like, they literally existed to be a waste of everyone's time. And I want the youth of today to be safer.
The youths.
Yeah.
I met you in a cave. You were painting buffalo.
Yeah, we just gotta like
follow
out.
you wherever you go. That night we split a rattlesnake and danced beneath the stars.
Oh, I have now saved that image to my phone, and
Passing
I'm
cars.
a dozen people. So thank you.
Dinosaur.
Everybody gets to find out about haunted vaginas.
I want the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
the
gun
dog.
intended.
Thing
Everybody
about my reading through of Tarot, Witch of Black Rose.
Oh shit!
Is
Yeah.
that it is? Yes, I know the name. Is that it is trying so hard to be a sexy comic, and I don't know what exactly it is, but it is failing at every turn.
Did you
Remembering
ever?
when-
You got a E-Tank now.
Yes. Did you ever
Remembering
read the Snow White and the Seven Sexy Dwarves or whatever the fuck that was? Grim fairy tales. That's it.
No,
It was contemptuous. Contemptuous.
It was
Contemporary.
it was contemptuous.
It was contemporary with Witch of the Black Rose, and it is just a constant quote-unquote reimagining of fairy tales where everything is super sexy and gory at all times, but also they have to fill like a complete comic every time. So
Okay,
like
That's hard when you're drawing with one hand.
this may shock you, Godmother Bob, but
Oh.
there's this thing I have access to on the internet called pornography.
and that's the thing. Like
So
it
if
was
I want to see, sexy whatever, I'll just use that.
and that is definitely a choice, but just reading
Or
any of these
Halloween
comics is hilarious because just like all of these fairy tales, their pacing, and to be perfectly honest, if you were to sit down and say, where am I going to put the sex in Snow White, like you can probably figure it out off the top of your head.
Yeah,
But
it's
the
not
fact
even a
that they-
question worth asking.
That is a mental image I did not need this week.
The
Thank
fact
you.
that they take all day to get there is just goddamn amazing.
You make me live. Oh, you're the best friend.
And like
I
I'm
think
just
reading,
talking like 70 issues.
I think reading the Wikipedia page for like Ninja High School was less painful than actually sitting down and reading it.
That is the ideal way, because then you don't have to look at the art, because the art is something.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but you also should just listen to Fanboy because he's singing Queen. Like, there are mental images I'm trying to erase from my brain by focusing on the music.
Still comes back to you. In rain or shine, you stood by me, girl. I'm happy at home.
Happy at home.
You're my best friend. Ooh, you make me live. Whenever this world is cruel to me, I got you to
All
help
right,
me
so I think I
forget.
missed where I was supposed to go somewhere. So
You make
this is
me
an ideal
live.
time to switch to the baby game for babies. Because
Probably.
as much as I've enjoyed
It's
Yars
not
Revenge,
one
it is like really slow
thing's
paced.
gonna happen. You know
Like,
I'll never be
at this point in
lonely.
Metroid, I might have already blown up a
You're
planet.
only one. Love the thing. Like, there's a reason that I went straight to karaoke times. I really love the
All right, we
things
are
that
officially
you
switching to baby
do.
game for babies.
Yes.
Baby, yay!